Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to talk about what vegans actually eat. Now I've had a lot of questions about this just out and about whenever I let people know that I'm a vegan. It's not something that I openly mention or tell people, but my friends have definitely asked, and if I'm at a restaurant as well and it's come up, I definitely do get very similar questions. The most common question is, what are you eating? I couldn't live on salad. That's what they normally tell me. So I just wanted to first say that I don't like salad. I've been a vegan since February, and I've probably eaten a whole salad or just salad by itself like never. I'm not a salad person. My idea of a salad is probably like a pasta salad or a vegan potato salad. A pile of lettuce leaves with tomatoes and cucumbers just ain't gonna cut it for me. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. I can understand why people would think that. It's definitely difficult to imagine your life away from a standard American diet. That I completely understand. I was that person. Before February, I mentioned this in another video, I was vegetarian for a while, and I've always been on and off vegetarian, meat eating. And there were times in my life where I ate a lot of junk food and a lot of meat. So I can understand how you can fall into that trap of feeling like the only way you can have a full meal is if it's a big plate of meat with some sides. I get that, it's everywhere, it's ingrained in our culture. I understand that the thought of taking that away, you know, it's hard to imagine. So I guess I should really explain what I do actually eat. Right, what I eat mostly is I do like a lot of high carb foods. Carbs are my friend. I eat a lot of rice, a lot of pasta, a lot of bread. I do make sure my bread doesn't have animal products in it, as well as my pasta, but I do eat a lot of bread. Some people may say it's bad, some people may say it's good. I love bread, I'm not giving it up, so I do eat a lot of that. I eat a lot of beans, avocados, of course a lot of vegetables and fruit. I eat a lot of potato. I could eat potato all the time. Potatoes are kind of like bananas. You know how you can just eat them and eat them and eat them and never get sick of them? Well, at least I'm that way anyways. I could eat bananas and potatoes all day, every day and be pretty satisfied. But I rarely do that. I eat a mixture of stuff. So, for example, like a plate of food for me would be fried rice with beans, like pinto beans. I eat a lot of Mexican food. My husband's family are from Mexico, so I do eat a lot of Mexican food. So I will have maybe some fried rice with refried beans, half an avocado, or maybe even the whole avocado if I feel like it. Corn tortillas or flour if they're free of animal products. Lots of salsa. And yeah, I will get my food on. I will eat a lot of that stuff. Another one of my favourite dishes is pasta with marinara sauce. And I can put things in that like tomatoes and zucchini. I buy these veggie patties that I like to break up in them sometimes. I do like those as well. I would say my diet is probably a little higher in fat than some of the better behaved vegans on here. I know a lot of people do a high carb, low fat diet, which I do try to follow, but I've been living with my husband's parents for 2 months whilst waiting for our new house to be ready, and a lot of the stuff is cooked in oil and it tastes good and it's probably not the best for me. So yeah, I will touch upon artificial meats real quick. I know a lot of people, especially when they're transitioning, will buy the artificial meats to replace, you know, the bulk of their plate before, which was mostly meat with some vegetable sides. And I get that. Like I said, when food is it's a big culture for us, especially in America. You know, food's a big thing. It is hard to take something away like the hamburger and just straight out replace it with a veggie patty. I know some people aren't ready for that, so they will go and get their artificial soy beef patties that look and taste and smell like beef. And I get that. There's chicken. You can replace chicken with soy chicken. That tastes pretty good. It can taste very similar to chicken. And you can get like artificial sausages, cheese. I know a lot of people have trouble giving up cheese, so you can get artificial cheese and creams and butters, and there's almond milks. You can get pretty much any imitation animal product in a synthetic or plant-based form. My feelings about some of that, I do drink a lot of almond milk, and I do love my veggie patties. I get the Dom Farms ones from Sam's Club. They are just a zucchini, squash, carrot, sesame seeds and wheat, maybe a couple of other like plants in the veggie patty, and they taste awesome. I'm not one for artificial meats. Like I said, they're great for somebody that wants to transition, and there are a lot on the market, but I'm not really a fan of them. My reasons for not liking these is, one, they're very expensive. Two, they have a lot of artificial or not so good for you products in them. Sometimes they even have a lot of GMO in them. That's a whole other video. But the ingredients are not very good. And three, some people might find this a really weird view, but if you're a vegan giving up meat because you don't like eating hacked up animals, then I don't want to buy something that imitates a hacked up animal. Now you might be thinking, that's a little nuts. But I have made a full connection between what that meat is and what the animals have gone through to become this piece of meat. To me, I find it disturbing. So for me to bite into imitation chicken, why do I want to be tasting the flesh of a chicken, even if it's artificial, if I don't want to eat it for those reasons? It's kind of complicated, my thought process. I don't know if other vegans feel the same. That's how I feel. That certainly doesn't have to be how anybody else feels. I think imitation meats are great. If that's what you need to do to get off of this slaughterhouse train everyone's on, I'm all for it, 100%. But that's my personal view on the artificial meats. So I'm thinking I should probably do some videos about what I actually eat in a day. Just quickly, I eat, in the morning, my perfect breakfast is a big giant fruit smoothie with a cow, lots of bananas, all different fruits I have in my fridge that day. That is definitely one of my favourite breakfasts. Sometimes I'll just chop up a whole bunch of fruit and eat that as well. Sometimes if I'm being really lazy, I'll eat 2 or 3 bananas. I'll eat bananas till I'm full and I'm done and I'm good. For lunch, if I get snackish, usually I'll have leftovers from the night before, or I'll like to bulk prepare foods. So I might have a massive tray of rice in the fridge with a massive tray of like tomato chili with like kidney beans and stuff, or maybe pasta sauce or whatever I've prepared in bulk. I'll have a bit of that for lunch. And for dinner, it's pretty much the same. It will be like starch-based pastas, rice, potatoes, or anything like that. So I do eat a lot. I know I eat a lot more now. I eat a lot more satisfying now than I did when I ate a standard American diet, for sure. You can start thinking about calorie restriction, all these crazy things. That's a whole nother video. But I certainly don't calorie restrict, and I do eat big, satisfying portions of food. So yeah, I think I've touched upon most of the points I wanted to make in this video. I'm quite new to making videos about my vegan lifestyle. This is a more personal YouTube channel for me, for sure. I have another YouTube channel, Didimitten, Didimitten, and that really is just Reddit slider turtle care. I give advice on how to care for turtles and stuff, and aquatic pets and things like that. So I'm not really used to sharing something like this online, but I'm so passionate about it, and I don't have a big community around me that are vegan, so I'm hoping that me sharing it online will give somebody else maybe in my position a little maybe support or information, or anybody else that's going through the same transition that I am, some advice and help if I can. I mean, that's basically what I enjoy to do on YouTube. I like to share my experiences, I like to share my knowledge, whatever little I have, and help in any way I can. That's what I love to do. So if there are any other vegans out there, I would love your input, and definitely leave me a comment on definitely how you see artificial meats as well. I don't know if I'm alone in this idea. If you're somebody that's thinking about being a vegan, or you have no interest in being a vegan, but you're obviously here because you're curious, if you have any questions about it that I've not maybe covered in this video, please leave me a comment down below and I will definitely respond. That's something else I like to do on YouTube. I definitely like to respond to comments and interact. I think that's one of the good things about YouTube as well. It's the community. So as always, I will see you guys next time when I can find something else to talk about. And I wish you all a great, happy day. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.